Hi, thank you for watching. My name is Dawn Wiggins. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, writer and speaker, and most importantly, your guide to personal development and relationships. Thank you so much for watching today. Today, what I want to talk to you about is what you need to know about your feelings. Specifically, 5 things you need to know about your feelings. Now, it's likely you've been attracted to this video because you or somebody else has given you the feedback that you either experience feelings too much or too little. And I'm here to help you understand your feelings a little bit better and understand what to do with them when they come. So for myself, I spent the early part of my life disconnected from a lot of my feelings. I relied on anger when I was feeling vulnerable, and I relied on temporary gratification instead of really being able to feel joy. Until I got a little coaching, maybe a lot of coaching, and eventually was able to experience a broad range of feelings that allowed me to feel a full life. And so I want to help you have that same outcome. The first thing I want you to know about feelings is that we all have them. They're located in the limbic system in our brain. So unless you've recently had brain surgery, that means that you too have the same feelings that I have. And that's what really connects us all in this world, is our experience of feelings, because we can all relate to each other on that level, even if our lives and our stories are different. The main feelings that we all experience are anger, fear, sadness, joy, and shame. There are lots of other feelings that we feel on a daily basis. Those are just the 5 basic ones, and all of the other feelings are either shades or variations of those feelings. So, number 1, we all have feelings. The second thing that I want you to know about feelings is that they add color or depth to our experience of life, and they give us signals about what's going on. So without feelings, life would be like even less interesting than a black and white photo. It would just all be logical or monotone. Everything would be like at this plain, same level. Feelings allow us to feel the heights of intense joy and the lows of intense sorrow. And while we tend to not like that sorrow part, unfortunately, it's necessary to experience life at its fullest. They also give us signals like, hey, it's time to celebrate, or hey, watch out, something dangerous is happening. Or hey, something in your life needs to change because this isn't a great situation. So keep in mind that our feelings are for a purpose and they add color to our experience. The third thing that I want you to know about feelings is that if you repeatedly disconnect from them, or you're not aware of all the feelings that I've described today, it means that you're probably disconnected or numbing them, or you've learned how to dismiss them or to push them down or avoid feeling them, and there's negative consequences to that. So for some people, the negative consequences are they feel empty, or they have a difficult time in relationships feeling close or intimate, whether it's friendships or with family or in romantic relationships. Some people, myself is included in this, there may be negative health consequences. So I know for me, when I don't deal with my feelings well, I get really bad headaches, or they get worse, because I already have headaches, but they're worse when I don't manage my feelings well. So you can't really separate the mind and the body, and so what we do in the mind and with our feelings, it gets expressed somewhere in the body. And so be mindful that you can spend your whole lifetime continuing to avoid or dismiss your feelings, but you're likely to experience a negative consequence, and I don't want that for you. The fourth thing that I want you to know about feelings is that they're valid. So a lot of people come to me in therapy and they say, is what I'm feeling okay? Am I crazy? Is this fair? Is it valid? Yes, if you're experiencing a feeling, it's yours. It's your experience of the world, and it is completely valid. However, it's not the only data point we want to use when we're making decisions or we're interpreting information. Feelings are absolutely crucial and they are valid, but they're not the whole picture. We also have context to consider, what our intellect is saying about the experience, what the other people's involvements are in our experience. So I want to reinforce that your feelings are important, they matter, but please don't make decisions based solely on your feelings, because those decisions might be irrational or very impulsive or quick decisions that might also have negative consequences. So it's important to consider your feelings, but not base everything on them. The fifth and final thing that I want you to consider about your feelings is that they're often associated with negative implications or stigma, like that feelings are weakness, or that they're unacceptable, or that they're overwhelming. And what happens is that people avoid things like therapy or other self-help opportunities because they don't want to feel their painful feelings. And that keeps people from taking the time or the energy to learn how to experience feelings in a healthy way. They're meant to flow. They're meant to come and go and not to stay forever. Nothing is forever. So they're not meant to be restricted or like held off, but they're also not meant to be gathered up and held on to so that we can just kind of like linger in them forever. They're meant to, like I said, come in and out and pass through. And so with practice, that's the idea, is that even that excruciating sadness that I talked about earlier, it can come and then it can go if we learn how to release it or how not to restrict it from coming in the first place. So I hope I've taught you a little bit today about your feelings, why they're important, and why I want you to learn more about healthy experience of feelings. If this video has been helpful at all, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you can get more important information about how you can live your best life.